In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a really nice wallet out of any piece of paper. This is actually the same wallet that I demonstrated with the Starbucks paper bag. However, I'm going to show you how to make it with any piece of paper without any references to design or folds already in the paper. So here's an example. But I'm also going to recommend that you try making one out of Tyvek. This will make it the ultimate wallet because Tyvek is a wonderful invention. It is extremely durable, very difficult to destroy. So if you make one of these out of Tyvek, you're going to have a wallet for a very long time. And then you can draw on it, make it yours, however you want to do it, or making it out of some really nice artistic paper. It won't last as long, but it'll still give you a couple months, 3-4 months of use out of it, depending upon how hard you are on your wallets. So if you want to make a wallet out of Tyvek, for me the simplest thing to do was go down to my local office supply store and buy some Tyvek envelopes, 10 by 13, box of 50, 20 something bucks, and you've got plenty of material. Now if you're going to use this particular method, of course you're going to want to open up the envelope, but that's really quite easy. A nice sheet of Tyvek. Now the size of paper that you want to use for your wallet is 15.5 inches long by 13 inches high. That is ideal. You can do the wallet with a little less than 13 inches high, 12.5. If you're really careful about your folds, like 12.25, but anything below that is really not going to work very well. So again, the best dimensions are 15.5 by 13. So in this case, I have the 13-inch envelope, so I will probably not be able to cut it exactly to 13 because it's not exactly, it doesn't give me enough paper to do that, but I can easily get 12.75 out of this, which will work. So you can cut that down to the right size. I'm going to be demonstrating the wallet on this piece of newsprint because the creases will be easier to see, so it'll be easier to follow along. But of course the process is the same no matter what kind of paper you use. So again, 15.5 inches by 13 inches. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper and fold it in half. Open it up, and then we're going to fold this corner, this edge and this edge to the center line. Open this up, turn the paper over, and now fold this edge to this center line as if we were making a giant airplane. Do it with the other side. Open that up and flip the paper over again, and now we're going to take this edge right here and we're going to fold it up to where these creases intersect with the side. Open that up, and now we're going to fold this corner to where all these creases intersect. And while we're doing that, you want to make sure that the edges of the paper here, these edges, don't overlap these creases here. So get them right up to the edge of the crease, but don't overlap them because it'll make collapsing the model later that much more difficult. So again, this corner to this intersection of creases, keeping the edges of the paper inside those creases. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to collapse this on these creases that we have. One easy way to do it for the first time is to fold this up and then open this on that crease while pushing in on this crease. And you will make a nice pocket. And the other side, same process of course. Using this crease, we can open this up, and this is all using existing creases. Push this in and fold this down, which is why I wanted you guys to make sure that these corner pieces here do not overlap these creases, because folding this in would become very difficult if that piece of paper was in the way. Alright, and so now we have this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fold the height of the wallet. And the way we do that is we take a bill to measure where that is going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up and use this bill to help me find the right height. Now you want to make sure that these flaps don't spread out while you're doing this, so make sure you pull these in and hold them while you're doing this. And give yourself, now depending upon the height of your initial page, if it's a little less than 13 inches, you're going to want to make this pocket here just a little bit more than the bill, maybe 1/4 of an inch. If you use the full 13 inches or even a little bit more, you'll have a little bit more leeway. You can make the wallet a little bit bigger. So I'm just gonna, so this is to taste, eyeball it, fold it. Alright, go ahead and open that up, make sure everything looks good, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over and we're going to fold this flap up right just above the bottom edge of your wallet. You don't want to go all the way to the bottom edge because you're gonna be tucking this flap in here, and if you put it all the way to the bottom, it wouldn't tuck in nicely. So you want to give yourself just a little bit of paper expansion room, basically, at the bottom, and that will be dependent upon the thickness of the paper you're using. The thicker the paper, you want to give yourself a little bit more extra room. Tyvek and this newsprint is very thin, so you don't have to give yourself that much room. Alright, and now that we've done that, we're going to take another measuring implement, a credit card, or anything of that same size, and you're going to fold this flap down. And again, give yourself just a little bit of extra room here, and then fold the flap down. This is where, depending upon the height of your initial page, you'll want to make adjustments, because you want enough of a flap coming down to cover that. Because what we're doing there is we're making this part of the wallet here. And if this isn't wide enough, this won't come down all the way. It's not a disastrous occurrence, but it's just a design feature. So using this, I can see that I've got a nice amount of overlap. If you find that you don't have enough, you just get a little tiny bit of an overlap, go ahead and refold this part, maybe giving yourself something a little tighter to the bill. But once you have that, then open it up, and you're going to open these up, because now what you're going to do is you're going to create this flap right here. This pocket is what you're going to create. You're going to create this fold right here. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure this fold, it comes out further than this fold, and this fold here is at a 45-degree angle. And I'll show you how to put in a nice reference fold for that. This is the bottom of the pocket, and this is the flap. And so what I do is I take this and I fold it right alongside. You don't have to put in a hard crease, because that's just a reference crease. That's the 45-degree. That matches the 45-degree fold here. And so you just want a fold that comes above on this side of that crease. So you can just put that 45-degree angle and sort of pivot it a little bit to give yourself a bit of a pocket. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. Now if you want it to be symmetrical, an easy way to do that is to just take your model and fold it in half backwards, and that way you can easily match this fold by just lining it up like this. And now you have nice symmetrical folds. And now on this crease here, you're going to take and fold backwards. So you're going to have to invert the direction of the crease here because of the folding process. So you'll just have to give it a nice crease. And now once you've done that, you go ahead and recollapse. Go ahead and recollapse this. Recollapse this. Make sure everything's nice and flat. Fold this back down, fold this back up. And so now what we're going to do is take this flap right here and we're going to tuck it into here. And what's going to happen is we're going to basically do a reverse fold right here. It can happen naturally if you just tuck it in, but what I like to do is actually do this fold, do this reverse fold first, like that. Make sure that's nice. Come over here to this side, and again, I'm going to do reverse fold on the creases that I already have. So I'm going to fold this down, on the crease, like that. You see the paper curves up, and what I'm going to do now is take these and tuck them into those pockets, running alongside that reverse fold that I just did. So I'm tucking into that pocket. And it's going to puff up a little bit like this. It's not going to lay completely flat right away. Paper's going to need some time to settle into its shape. Fold it, push it down, and the last thing I like to do is I open this up right here, and you've created by that reverse fold a little pocket here, and I just take this, slide this out, and slide that into the pocket. That just helps hold the wallet together a little bit. So again, I'm pulling this out and sliding it into this reverse fold pocket right there. You can see where it is, and just slide it into that pocket. And there you have a very nice wallet. This newsprint wallet will probably last me a week, but it holds money there, and your credit card pocket or gift card or membership card pocket holds cards very nicely. And then you also have a pocket back here where you can store other things. Okay, now using a couple of the other tools available to me, I create a mask. And then I will decorate my wallet. I have a Copic spray airbrush adapter. First thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of a background color. Just going to test it out here. Okay. A little bit of just a background spray. Change the color. And using the mask I just created, make sure that's dry. It dries pretty quickly, but never hurts to check. Okay, have that wonderful mask now. Push that down. Find colors I think will go nicely with that. Let's go. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, that'll be nice. Put that marker in. A little test, nice. Okay. Don't want it to be all one color. And there I have really nice design on my Tyvek wallet.